students, I hope you all are doing well. So we had started a chapter of body fluids and circulation, and in this chapter we had already discussed about the basic concept of body fluids and about circulation, and we have also discussed about the process of blood coagulation, about various blood components, and about the human circulatory system. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic, which is cardiac cycle. So what is this cardiac cycle? The name cycle itself is showing that it is a cycle of some events. Now what are the events? We are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so this cardiac cycle, it is actually consisting a single heartbeat or one cycle of contraction and relaxation of atria and ventricles. Okay, this cardiac cycle is actually of 0.8 seconds, which is divided into three main events. These three main events are atrial systole, ventricular systole, and cardiac or joint diastole. Okay, so for this atrial systole, this compartment, it is for atrial systole, which is of 0.1 second. Okay, atrial systole, systole means contraction. So in this event particularly, both the atria, they are contracting due to the contraction wave which is stimulated by SA node. This SA node, it generates an impulse which will cause contraction of both the atria, and this particular SA node, it is also known as pacemaker. Okay, so what is happening in the atrial systole? You can see here there is a diagram of heart. This is the right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. These are the AV valves. This is the tricuspid valve, and this one is bicuspid or mitral valve. These are the semilunar valve. Semilunar valve. This one is the pulmonary semilunar valve, and this one is the aortic semilunar valve. Aortic semilunar valve, and this one is pulmonary semilunar valve. So this is the aorta, and these are the pulmonary arteries, and these are the pulmonary veins. This is left pulmonary vein, and this is the right pulmonary vein. So what is happening in cardiac cycle? In the first event, in case of atrial systole, both the atria, see this superior vena cava and this inferior vena cava. These carry blood from the body tissues to right atrium, and when this atrium is contracting, it will transfer the whole blood in the right ventricle. Why? Because when this atria is contracting, these AV valve, they will be opened due to pressure inside the atria. So now these AV valve are opening and the whole blood is carried to the right ventricle. Same is the case with the left atrium. This left atrium simultaneously, see both the atria, they are contracting simultaneously. Right atrium और left atrium दोनों ही parallelly contract करती हैं. So this left atrium, it will also contract and oxygenated blood will be transferred to the left ventricle, and both the AV valves are opened here due to contraction of atrial systole. Now, in case of second event, in case of ventricular systole, now these ventricles will be contracting and they will, now as the pressure is going to increase inside the ventricles due to their contraction phase, so due to increased pressure, these AV valves, they will be closed. Why? Because now the pressure is more inside the ventricles as compared to atria. So now these AV valves are closed, but due to increased pressure, now these semilunar valves are opened. Okay. So first thing, the ventricular systole में जो contraction की वजह से अभी जो AV valve बंद हो गई है यहाँ पे, so here one heart sound will be produced, and that heart sound is lub sound. Okay. And second thing, semilunar valves are opened here, so the whole blood that will be transferred from right ventricle to the lungs, and these pulmonary arteries are carrying the blood from the ventricle, and from left ventricle the oxygenated blood is now sent to the aorta. Okay, to the aorta through this aortic semilunar valve. Okay, now these ventricles are empty because अब यहाँ से जो blood है अब वो transfer कर दिया गया है आगे. ठीक है. So now they are empty. Now pressure is less inside the ventricles. Okay. And अब जो blood है वो lungs में और aorta में चला गया है. So due to increased pressure in the aorta and in the lungs, now these semilunar valves are closed. Okay, now semilunar valves are closed so that backflow of blood will not occur. Why? Because pressure is more inside the aorta and in the pulmonary arteries. So now this time these semilunar valve will be closed. So this ventricular systole cause dub sound. Why? Because there is closure of semilunar valve. Okay. So in case of cardiac diastole, this cardiac diastole means relaxation of heart. Now the whole heart is in the relaxed mode. So now because pressure is very less inside the heart, because now it is in relaxed mode, there is more space available in the chambers, so there will be passive filling of blood from the superior vena cava and through the inferior vena cava inside the right atrium. So in case of cardiac or joint diastole, there will be again passive filling of this blood inside the heart, and similarly the cycle will be going on with the help of these three events. So this kind of cycle is going on. So this atrial systole, it remains for 0.1 second. This is atrial systole. Ventricular systole, it will remain for 0.3 second. and the whole heart, the cardiac diastole will occur for 0.4 second. So the whole cardiac cycle, it will remain for 0.8 seconds. Okay. Right. So this is all about the